Call the meeting to order. Pledge allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Open Public Meetings Act statement, Barb, please.
Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting was forwarded to the official township newspapers posted on the bulletin board and township website on January 8th, 2022.
Roll call.
Mr. Doyle?
Here.
Mr. Deegan?
Here.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson? Here. Mrs. Flame?
Here.
Mayor Bruno?
Here. All right, move right into it. Can I get a motion to approve Resolution 7022, promote Corporal Nicholas Pascali to the position of Sergeant?
I make a motion that we approve R 7022.
I'll second.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Brian?
Good evening. I wanted to first start out by thanking the committee and for working with us through this. It's been tough times with COVID and some bail reform things going on, and I want to thank them for helping us continue to do this and put people in places that we are in desperate need of. They're also working with us to replace some of our officers and get us back to where we need to be. So thank you very much for working with me through this time. Nick Pascali. Nick is a corporal with us right now. He graduated from Rowan University in 2011 with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. He started with Franklin Township in 2012. Nick was assigned to the Detective Bureau from 2015 to 2016 and promoted to the rank of corporal in 2016. Nick is joined by his wife Christina and two children, Everly and Giovanni. You guys want to come up, please?
You want to hold the Bible? Raise your right hand. Okay. Please repeat after me. I, Nicholas Pascali, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all of the duties of a sergeant of the Franklin Township Police Department to the best of my ability. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, so help me God. Congratulations.
Thanks for catching that. Yeah. I'm going to tape it up.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Hold on, Brian. Don't get ahead of yourself, big guy. Nice folding. Can I get a motion to approve R 7122, promote Corporal Joseph Murray to the position of Sergeant?
I make a motion to approve R 7122.
I'll second.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Brian?
Next, we have Corporal Murray being promoted to Sergeant. Joe Murray graduated from Stockton University with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. He completed the Gloucester County Police Academy in 2011, receiving the Academic Award. He started his career with Runnymede Police before being hired by Franklin Township in 2012. Joe was promoted to the rank of corporal in 2017. He is certified in methods of instruction, field training officer, and physical fitness instructor. Joe takes great pride in this organization and is grateful for the opportunity to serve the communities we police. Joe is joined by his wife Hannah and 2 sons, Harlan and Jake. You guys come up, please.
I feel like I know the guys good now. You would stand over there.
Like this?
Yeah, that's good. We're trying to face the camera there, so. Joe, you're gonna have.
The kids always
left
still
hand
shout.
on the It's okay. Okay.
Mom, I'm gonna play my pumpkin.
Repeat after me. I, Joseph Murray,
I, Joseph Murray,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
a sergeant of the Franklin Township Police Department
a sergeant of the Franklin Township Police Department
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
That might be a little sweaty.
That's all right.
We're going to take a 10 or 15-minute break, get pictures or clear out the room or whatever. All right, we're going to move on. Get a motion over the public hearing on the following ordinance, 0622, amending Chapter 253 of the Land Management.
I make a motion that we open the public hearing for 0622.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Seeing no one, too big, Ralph. Can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
I make a motion we close the public hearing.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion to approve ordinance 0622? Seeing none, matter fails as written. We could probably rework on that, Matt, later on?
Yes, Mayor, there'll be proposed changes. I'll submit them for review before we put it back on the agenda.
Thank you. All right, moving on, can I get a motion to open public hearing on 0722, amending Chapter 6, Agricultural Advisory Committee?
I make a motion that we open the public hearing for 0722.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ralph, this is your thing. You sure you don't want to come up? No, you don't need to, Ralph, I'm kidding. His pieces, he asked for this.
I did ask for it. Well, then we want to hear about it. Ralph Traveloni, 802 Marshall Mill Road, Secretary of the Agriculture Advisory Committee. I want to commend and thank the Township Committee for introducing the ordinance and hopefully in the next few moments passing it. What it does is it sets forth a 10-year program for our community to further preserve farmland, keeping our community a rural community. I always tell folks, when will you move out of here, Ralph? I said, well, when it takes me 4 traffic lights to get to a Wawa, I'm leaving. And currently I'm up to 2. So open space preservation is important because it does what we just said, less traffic, less people, and open space for everyone to enjoy. We as taxpayers all put aside 1% of our tax monies to go into this open space protection forum. It does farmland preservation as well as recreation. And together with your help, I hope to continue preserving more farmland in our community. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ralph. Thanks for all you do.
Ralph,
Thank you.
From your house, it's 2 lights, it should only be 1.
No, it's 2.
To go to the Wawa?
Yeah.
He's going in the long, skipping an exit.
Sometimes I go Dutch Mill Road.
Well, see, that's why.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I get a motion to close the public portion?
I make a motion, we close public portion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can I get a motion to approve ordinance 0722?
I make a motion that we approve 0722.
Second?
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruna?
Yes. Can I get a motion to open the first public portion for resolutions and ordinances below?
Make a motion that we open the first public portion.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
I didn't pick you, but you can come up. You put your hand up like it's school and class.
Hey.
See that? I didn't know. Heather should have called on me. I didn't really get it at first.
That's okay. Cindy Marks, and I have a question regarding Resolution 6522. Can the solicitor maybe go into some detail a little bit about this? I guess my concern is, it says complaints were back in 2019, and it has something to do with the present owner using these and having many zoning investigations. And, I mean, how many fines has this person had? And
I can address it.
Yes, sir.
I can't speak to the, well, let me say this, is that the municipal court process during COVID has become much more difficult. Through no fault of our court staff or our police department, because of COVID and because of edicts from the administrative office of the courts. We have had situations where repeated enforcement attempts have not proved to be successful in eliminating or remediating ongoing concerns. And therefore, on a case-by-case basis, we're reviewing to take certain matters that have a prolonged history into Superior Court to seek the relief set forth in the resolution. Again, it really germinates from a different level of availability through the municipal court, and we are taking this step to hopefully succeed in having these violations or these ongoing situations stop. That's the purpose of this resolution, granting the ability to take this into Superior Court.
this doesn't happen that often, correct?
The-
I mean, to bring somebody
No,
into
it's not.
Superior Court.
No, that's a fair statement.
It's
It's not a routine.
Most people comply if they're.
Right, I mean, I would think.
It's not a routine process, but it is an available and permitted process. Again, pre-COVID, it was very rare because of the limitations that the court administrative office has placed on the court. There's less enforcement ability. Hopefully, that's returning now. But this has been in the pipeline, as you stated.
But it is very rare to see, usually, most people
It's
comply.
uncommon. It's uncommon to have, it's uncommon to
Can I ask
take.
if there was a hardship or some reason that maybe this went that direction? Or
I
was it-
I really don't want to comment on the actual, the case by case. That will really be for the litigation to reveal. But again, I haven't been in the municipal court hearings, but it was brought to my attention that there was not successful conclusion from the township's
So
perspective.
after the Township Committee approves this tonight, then it'll go to the courts in a lawsuit, or?
Yeah, it'll go to Superior Court in Woodbury for.
Where then we'll be able to read more of the details?
Yeah, the litigation, the complaint will be a public record.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Same ordinance as Mrs. Merks was just speaking of. I know I complained about somebody who was on this committee who put permits in and lied to one of either your construction or your zoning, and not a darn thing was done, but yet this ordinance comes up, and this is the first I'm hearing this ordinance. But yet, it was a $500 fine for this person, and this guy's we're going to Superior Court for. Why the double standard? And I don't know this person, so.
These ones were first.
So you're going to say that going forward, the other ones that have violated are going to also get this.
I'm not saying that, I'm saying these are the oldest continuing things that, since I've been here.
Okay, so again, I'll ask, what are we doing about the one that I've complained about for the last 2 years?
Looking at it. This is,
I'll bring it up at the public porch. I'm sorry, I can't talk about it on this one. So here's my question with this one. Is, being they're in violation so many times, are they still operating? Are we still allowing them to run a business and operate, even though they're violating our zoning law?
Again, we're in uncharted waters, so to speak, because of our, normally, over the course of time, these things get brought in municipal court and eventually they conclude, or there's ongoing fines and whatnot. Because of the limitations and the inability to, for example, issue a failure to appear warrant, there's a lot of steps. As we've taken the steps to do this, hopefully the municipal court's returning to normal. So, but again, we are taking all these matters on a case-by-case basis. There's a lot of work and a lot of review that goes into them. The Superior Court in Woodbury is not built for quick results, as you're probably aware. So it's not the favored, it's not the routine way to handle these matters. And unfortunately, in these certain instances, we've been left, it's been concluded after many months that there's no other alternative and that this is our last recourse. This is really a 65, Resolution 65 is an issue of basically last recourse to hopefully gain compliance. Our goal is compliance.
But if they're not in compliance, how are they still allowed to operate? You're not in compliance with the township ordinances, codes, resolutions, whatever you want to say.
But that's why we're going to court.
So you can still operate.
Again, I can't speak on every one of these in general, but again, we have dueling responsibilities and authority, and in order to do these things, to get to the end goal, again, compliance, that's why we're going to Superior Court. Compliance could take many forms. It could take, there could be cures, there could be sanctions, there could be, an injunction. That's what we're endeavoring to do. So, and all the while protecting the township from allegations or charges of not doing it in the right manner. It's a complicated matter, and again, I'm not using it as an excuse, but the last 2 years have been even harder to do these things.
these are, the ones that we're pushing right now are affecting other people's lives, right? Well, I mean.
I can understand it, but he's still earning money here, he's still making money, and he's in violation. If I was in violation of a code enforcement or a CO, I couldn't live in my house.
But how do you make them comply? We write tickets, they go to court, we go through the
You
legal
shut
process.
the gate, you put somebody there and padlock the gate, you're
Who's
in.
supposed to put there?
There is no
I mean,
gate.
it all sounds good, hypothetically, just do all that, shut them down, but who does that?
Legally.
We can't, we have no authority.
Well, I don't know legally or not legally,
The
like,
court
that's where
has
he's
to
coming
do
from.
it.
We're
There's some
going
other
through these
agencies
steps.
involved in this, and in my mind, they should have the authority to do what you're asking, but so far, none of them have.
For 2 years, it's just
So,
been,
this is why we're going to Superior Court.
I just find it ironic how you could still earn money and not be in compliance.
Listen, I don't think anyone up here disagrees with you.
no.
Okay.
Don't you try it, we'll haul you to jail.
That's exactly it. That's an open public portion.
We'll shut it right down, we'll shut it right down till we padlock it up.
You go shut.
Did she just say what I think she said? You don't even know what he said. You don't even know what he
I
said.
know what I said.
Okay.
We got it on tape. Too bad somebody's not here to film it with their camera.
Can I get a motion to close the first public portion?
I make a motion, we close the first public portion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion to approve correspondence and reports?
I make a motion, we approve the correspondence and reports.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from March 24th, 2022?
Well, I'd just like to say, should that be the 22nd? Because that's the meeting I missed.
Yes.
Right? Okay, I just want to make sure, because I don't want to.
Afraid you missed another one?
I don't want to vote on it.
It was at the 2 meetings that
I'm
week.
like, wait a second.
Okay, we'll amend that. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from March 22nd,
Is that the one that,
2022?
is that the one that Mr. Lyons took the notes on?
Yeah, that's
He did an outstanding job, I want you to know, sir. Yeah,
Yelled at us.
yeah.
They were expensive.
I'm making a motion to approve.
Need a second.
I'm abstaining because I wasn't here.
Should I still second even though?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Second.
2 abstentions. Barb, Tim, and, what's her name?
Mary.
Mary.
Me.
Can I get a motion to approve the bill list?
I make a motion, we approve the bill list.
I'd like to second but recuse myself from the Franklin alarm line for 2 service calls.
Okay, she got a second, Barb.
Okay, Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes,
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes, but with the recusal of the line, please.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Can I get a motion to approve 2022 licenses?
I make a motion, we approve the licenses.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Can I get a motion to approve farm stand for Michael Pagan?
I make a motion that we approve the farm stand.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion to approve raffles?
I make a motion that we approve the raffles.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can I get a motion to approve Resolution R-6022, authorizing the adoption of the 2022 Gloucester County, New Jersey Hazard Mitigation Plan update?
I make a motion that we approve R-6022.
Second?
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Can I get a motion to approve Resolution R-6122, approving the DMHAS Youth Leadership Grant?
Is that the first one we got, Barb?
Yes, it's brand new, and it's not a matching grant, so we don't have to put up any funds.
But it was really reduced.
Yes, but we'll still get the other one.
Okay.
But this is a non-matching for more of the youth.
Okay, thank you. I make a motion to approve R-6122.
Second?
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr.
Bless you.
Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Can I get a motion to approve R-6222, releasing a cash performance bond for property known as Floorwood Development from Richmond American Homes, Block 301, lots 14 and 15?
I make a motion to approve R-6222.
Second?
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes.
Now we get a fire call.
Can I get a motion to approve R-6322, appointing contact person for the Employment Practices Liability Helpline, Gloucester, Salem, Cumberland Counties Municipal Joint Insurance Fund?
I make a motion to approve whatever it was, R-6522.
63.
6322, I'm sorry. We got a fire call I'm
Second.
trying to get out of.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Can I get a motion to approve R-6422, appointing David Bell as part-time fire inspector?
I make a motion to approve R-6422.
I'll second.
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Can I get a motion to approve R-6522, authorizing the township solicitor and other township professionals to prepare summary action with the Superior Court seeking injunctive and other relief for numerous and continuing violations of the township zoning ordinances?
Before I make a motion on this, I'd like to amend it for clarity, in that it would be Block 6602 in lots 11 and 11Q, and I approve it.
In addition to the ones already included.
And so we're adding another property
Yes.
to that.
All right, understood.
Again, can I get a motion to approve R-6522 with the addition of lot 6602, or block 6602, lots 11 and 11Q?
Yes. I make the motion.
Second?
Mr. Doyle?
I'm going to abstain.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Can I get a motion to approve R-6622, authorizing the mayor and his or designee to sign a shared service agreement with the Borough of Buena for continued police services?
Tenure.
Continued.
Tenure.
First of all, before I approve
It is
this,
10 years, yes.
I want to, recognize the mayor for a great job in getting this approved and the team that worked on it. I know the people in finance and in the police department were pulling numbers, but I make a motion that we would approve R6622.
Second?
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Can I get a motion to approve R6722, approving a shared service agreement between the Township of Franklin and the County of Gloucester to provide family movie entertainment?
I make a motion that we approve R6722.
Second?
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Can I get a motion to approve R6822, authorizing a temporary emergency budget?
I make a motion that we approve R6822.
Second?
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Can I get a motion to approve R6922, authorizing the CFO to refund, what's that word, Matt? It's
It's
cheated?
cheated, you got it.
Cheated bail money in the amount of $542 to Brian S. Spells.
I make a motion that we approve R6922.
Second?
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. When are these ordinances going to be?
April 26th.
April 26th? All right, can I get a motion to introduce the following ordinances? The hearing will be on April 26th, 0822, amending and replacing Chapter 9849, entitled Testing Processes for Promotion of the Code of the Township of Franklin.
I make a motion that we introduce 0822.
Second?
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. And can I get a motion to introduce 0922, salary ordinance for the year 2022. Again, that'll be on April 26th.
I make a motion that we approve 0922.
Second?
Mr. Doyle?
Yes.
Mr. Deegan?
Yes.
Mrs. Pesh Wilson?
Yes.
Mrs. Flame?
Yes.
Mayor Bruno?
Yes. Can I get a motion to open the second public portion for any comments?
Make a motion, we open up the second public portion.
Second?
All those in favor? Aye.
Guess you stand
Oh,
behind
yeah.
the camera, now you want to stand in front of it?
Bill Morris, Oak Avenue, Malaga. Two things. One, will there be public budget hearings this year, like we had in years past?
I don't see why not.
Because it's been, 8, 9 years before we've had them. And second, the last meeting, the new business administrator committed to being at these meetings.
He had something else to take care of tonight.
So in the future, he should be here.
He'll be here as much as he can, that's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
My name is Story Party, 2787 East Grand Avenue. A couple different things. One, do we have anything on landlords for rental properties? In other words, when they switch out tenants, do we make them get COs for every time they switch out tenants?
Yes.
We do?
Yep.
I think
Okay.
COT?
COT, yeah.
Okay, so that's for a rental for a house, but what about for businesses?
Yes. Supposed to be doing that as well.
Supposed to be, or we're doing it?
Something newer, but yes, we're doing
I
it.
just sent an open request in for one. I sent an open request in for one because I know it hasn't been done, but and I'm looking for that information.
Well, we just passed that ordinance, right?
Wasn't too long ago.
Yeah,
correct.
so, yes.
You did?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. Secondly, what is that smell? It is ungodly.
I second that.
Seriously.
Somebody said that to me.
It is
before we
horrible.
came in.
Like, is it the septic
I
system?
think if you can identify that smell, you got problems.
I said, what is
I know,
it?
that's what I'm saying, I don't think anyone's gonna identify that smell.
It's horrible. It's absolutely
It's not
horrible.
as bad as yours, it's in the hallway.
We think we know what it is, we'll address it
It needs
right
to
after
be
the
addressed. You
meeting.
have people in and out this building. You had these cops here today. I mean, it just didn't look good for us. We're having.
This is
This
the
is
first
the-
time I've smelled it.
Yeah, this
I
is
can't
what-
smell
How long has it been like this?
I don't come to court, so.
Late this evening, and it got progressively worse as people came in, so.
Same thing happens in our locker room at school, I'm just gonna say.
It could be.
Did they leave the wet dirty socks there?
No, like Brian
No.
said, brings a good point. The drains in the floor, if you don't have water in them, in the traps.
The gas
air
goes
can
back.
And as
come
soon
back
as,
up.
as soon as the weather changes, like we have the problem in school all the time.
You think it's if it's the septic, then they need to get it pumped out. But then
No, it's
again,
not.
it's not. If you're using the
It's
one
the
on
water in the
six,
trap, it's the floor trap.
You need a baffle.
If the
It's-
floor traps, the water evaporates and the air can pass
Just
through.
get dump water down there.
just don't
Well,
put it.
I guess
So,
I'm kind of thankful I haven't
I'll try
gotten a
pouring
smell
water,
back
and then
from
after the, in
October.
both of the restrooms after the meeting, and hopefully that will fix it.
It's bad.
It is.
A lot of kids in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may be Jake's diaper.
The one that you were holding.
Finally, Tim, is there any reason why you abstained from that?
One of those properties, I have a property adjoining it.
You have a property that
Yeah,
joined him?
it's on my street, so I just didn't want to vote.
Again, I don't know this guy. I don't know where he's at.
Well, it's multiple people, just one of them happens to be on my road, so I didn't want to vote
Oh, so
on it.
this isn't just one person, we're taking multiple people?
Yes.
I guess I'll be over question getting a list of the people.
And we've already done it to one person, so this isn't the first time.
It's in the resume.
It's on the reso, and they amended it. They added a property.
Yeah,
So the lots and blocks are available to you on the ordinance, with the exception of one that we added.
You'll know all of them.
Resolution.
The resolution, excuse me.
Have a nice day. This is for any comments, it's not for questions, correct, Matt?
Public comment.
Public comment.
well then don't answer them. No one asked you to comment then.
Did you
I made
see
a
me
comment,
answering
you're
it? These guys
answering.
were answering you.
We're just chatting, I don't know.
We're just
Happy
chatting.
Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
You still selling them spray painted eggs?
Oh, yeah.
You don't, Don, you spray paint them over that way?
I need them hurt, so when I throw them at you. I want it to hurt.
I make a motion to close the second public portion.
Thank you, Dave.
A second.
All those in favor? Aye. Committee reports? Heather?
No. Thank you, everybody, for putting the egg hunt and opening day of Little League together. And have a happy Easter to everyone.
Throw eggs at people. That's the message. Mary?
Thank you to Rec and to everyone for the Easter egg hunt who was able to give the township a wonderful day. And also to the opening day. I'm sorry that I couldn't be there, and thank you to everyone here who was able to be there and help fill our spots. Wishing everyone a happy Easter and happy safe Easter. And I want to congratulate Jake on being
I didn't do anything.
a grandfather for the first time. I think
That's why you're losing your mind.
Anticipate a much softer, cuddlier Jake
Yeah.
sometime
Good
soon.
luck with that.
Thank you.
Dave?
How do I follow that?
Yeah.
When you go last, you got nothing.
I want to,
That's a mic drop.
yeah.
Soon he'll be up here cooing.
I want to thank the Department of Public Works for the work they did down at the Little League Fields on an ongoing basis, not just for opening day, but every day that they're down there now to help free up the coaches so that they can spend time with the children rather than, not children, my gosh, some of those guys are 6 foot tall now, but the team members. The egg hunt was a great success this year. The committee put out 3,000 eggs, and we probably had 2,000 kids. It was amazing how the dates just worked together. It was perfect day, and I just want to thank the rec committee. Two things that are coming up on April the 23rd, the environmental and the unity committee are working down at Malaga Lake Park, and I think that starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. They're doing a cleanup out there, and then the rec committee is having a golf outing in remembrance of Al Batten. Many of the people in the town remember Al. He was a great volunteer, worked for years with the rec committee and down at the Little League and served there as well. And they're starting an annual golf tournament in his recognition to help, offset the cost for Community Day. So go to the recreation website if you want to get any information about the golf outing, but it should be a heck of a day. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thanks, Dave. Tim?
Not much left to say. I went to the egg hunt and the opening day of Little League. It was great. Thank all the people involved, the volunteers, especially that place is probably the nicest place in the town.
Thanks, Dan. Good news, we're on Thursday's route for picking up leaves. 6 months late, but we're on Thursday's route. I consider that a small victory.
Is that spring
No,
and fall?
'cause I just got the
Listen,
text for
I don't
the
talk
spring.
about the spring, so,
I just got the text for the spring. How does that work?
I don't know, but they better get on my street. They're crazy. All right, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
A second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks for coming out.
Date 6602, lot 11
And 11Q,
and 11Q.
yes.
So this is